What is your ecosystem strategy? With the rise of ecosystems, insurers should define their strategy and have a plan in place how to leverage their ecosystem to grow their business. CGI helps insurers prepare for the future by building new digital business models to better adapt to the ever-increasing pace of change in the industry. CGI delivers end-to-end digital capabilities, services and solutions, from building digital roadmaps to data analytics and core systems transformations. Please welcome CGI.
Good morning, good morning. How are you? My name is Sal Delano. I am the Global Insurance Industry Lead for CGI. Quick show of hands, how many people know who CGI is? All right, some of you do, thank you, that's great. So I'm gonna do a quick commercial, right? So basically, 47 years in the business of excellence in IT services. We have over 100,000 consultants around the world. Basically, we're in your local geographies, right? We have over 4,000 people in Amsterdam. We are locally located across Europe. We have a very different model, right? We have a metro model where we really build ourselves around our clients and our customers. So in some geographies, they really know us. In others, they don't, because we're concentrated where our clients live. End-to-end services. One key difference, I think, from us with some of our competitors is customer intimacy. We really get to know our customers. Some of them have been with us for 40 years. Right? We have long-standing relationships. We have skin in the game. We really understand them. We become part of the solution with our customers. Here's a quick slide regarding who our clients are. As you can see, these are all some major insurance clients from the European perspective. We've been in the industry, again, 40 years. We have some very interesting IP, right? We have rating engines. We have geodata 360, so any satellite data you might want to use for wildfires or all the things that Zurich just spoke of, right? We can help you with those solutions within your organization. We also have an underwriting workbench, so a lot of interesting things, AI-enabled, that we bring to the table. And for the Guidewire folks here, we were the only partner at Guidewire Connections that was issued 3 awards this past year, so something to be proud of. All right, so that was the commercial. Thank you for putting up with me. So now, voice of the client. This is something that we think it's unique to us, right? So basically, we've been doing it for years. Over the last 3 years, 1 million data points we've collected, right? We've had over 1,800 discussions with CXOs at our client sites. Those are the industries that we serve, right? And you can see the regions that we serve. So very good balance of existing customers, new clients, and also a very good section of Europe is represented here, over 50%. All right. So macro trends. What do our customers really, really care about? As you can see, technology and digital acceleration was top of mind for all our clients, right? You've heard it over and over again, and the story isn't that different with us, is that insurtechs have really shown the art of the possible, right? These digitally native companies that popped up can do things quicker, faster, cheaper, better. So traditional insurers have that challenge to really reinvent themselves, right? To create that customer intimacy, or to really understand the journey of customers. That was followed by changing social demographics, right? So the client base for insurance companies getting older, but also the talent aspect of how do you bring the right talent within your organizations? That's becoming a challenge, right? How does an insurance company attract the right talent when there is so much competition out there? So that's something we're working with our clients to improve. Fight against climate change. Again, that's something that is still top of mind from different perspectives. You just heard it, so I'm not going to I'm not going to go over it again from what Zurich said, right? But there's big challenges from an insurance perspective regarding climate. How do you insure for it, right? First of all, but how do you have the right technologies and tools to really enable that solutions in that space? And then reconfiguration of supply chains, right, and shift in the world economic order, more on the P&C side, right? So supply chains really impacted the P&C industry. As you know, they're more reliant on electronic parts or car parts or home building supplies. So when the supply chain was disrupted, the industry was impacted. Not as much the case for life insurers, right? But the P&C, they need to really establish some resiliency in their supply chain, to be future-proof going forward. And shift in the world economic order to a certain degree really is not impacting the insurance industry that much, right? Where, according to our customers, it's not something, especially in life insurance, they tend to focus locally, deal locally with their client base, not much of an impact. All right, so this is an interesting slide, right? So we ask the business side of our clients, and we also ask the IT side of our clients certain questions. And as you can see, the business top priority this year, if the arrow's pointing up, it's moved up in importance. Growth and profitability became number one priority, right? Improved customer experience, still number two, dropped a little bit, right? Digitizing product, service, and offerings and processes, number three. Launching new product and service offerings, number four. And increasing regulatory compliance. And from a European perspective with DORA, definitely something to be concerned about. So again, there's a little bit of misalignment between IT and the business when we talk to them, but to a certain degree, they're working better together. IT's top priority is still to rationalize cost reduction, streamline their processes, right? Improve customer service quality and experience. They're on board with that. Helping accelerate digital transformation, of course. Invest in cybersecurity, we just heard it. And the last one, which was new for this year, was how to leverage AI, right? So the business is putting a lot of pressure on the IT organization, and there's that odds, right? How do you cost cut and be innovative at the same time, right? So a little bit of challenge for the IT organization at these companies to really make things happen from an investment perspective and at the same time cost reduction and improve the processes. Something very interesting here, right? Across all the industries we interviewed, insurance was the only one that plans on spending money. So that's good news, right? And there's reasons for that, of course, right? But CapEx and OpEx both increasing for insurance clients. This wasn't a case for our banking clients. It wasn't a case for retail clients. But so the insurance industry understands that to really stay viable and to move forward, they have to make the right investments, right? In technology, infrastructure, right? AI, and then streamline processes and so forth. And this was also supported by a study by ITC. As you can see, it's the increase in spend across life insurance and non-life insurance has been growing at 5.54% per year. So what our clients are telling us and what analysts are telling us, same story. All right, so interesting slide here. Fewer clients are producing results from their digital strategies, right? And to a certain degree, we think that the reduction in results is basically a combination of implementation challenges, right? Change management. A lot of our clients didn't take it to advantage. Really, what does it take to undertake a really large transformation program, right? So change culture, mismatched expectations, external factors that limit, the realization of these outcomes, right? So something to really look into. So to produce results, legacy, modernization, and agility are key factors, right? As you can see, our clients who say digitization is highly impacting their business model from 2024 to 2023, an increase, right? Legacy systems, do they pose a challenge? That number has been going down, and we think to a certain degree, especially in P&C, a lot of insurers are implementing new core platforms, right, that give them that agility and that speed that they're asking for. At the same time, if they're not doing that, they've been building wrappers around their legacy systems to give them that capability or that speed. Those wrappers will have limitations. They'll have to address them at some point in time, but for the time being, it doesn't seem like it's really impacting them from a day-to-day business perspective. And then clients who say their business model highly agile for adapting to digitization. That's good news. It's going up, right? So that means within the organization, whether it's IT and business, right, they're working as a team in an agile fashion to really address their concerns. It's only 30%, so there's a lot of room for growth, right? But it's going in the right direction. Another interesting data point, when we asked them, what are their plans over the next 2 years to modernize their portfolio, and modernize more than 80% of their portfolio, right? That number went up by 19%, 19 points, right? And the same thing for cloud migration. What's their plan to migrate more than 80% of their portfolio to the cloud in the next 2 years? That went up by 15%, right? So again, that's why the CapEx and OpEx numbers are going up. They're going to need that money to really make this investment to move to the cloud and modernize. Data, data, data. That came across the entire survey, right? That was the mantra. So basically, clients who have a data strategy, not only for the enterprise, but across their ecosystem, right? So that's absolutely changing. So table stakes is, you have a data strategy within your own organization, but that end-to-end is where everybody's focusing now. How do your suppliers, your partners, make sure you're all in the same data ecosystem or the data strategy applies across the board, right? And clients will have a highly mature organizational strategy to leverage that data and digitization. That's, it's still low, but it's going up. It's going in the right direction, right? So they're working hard to really leverage the data that's being harvested. AI implementations. So what this shows is this is traditional artificial intelligence, right? So non-Gen AI, Gen AI. As you can see that the implementations for RPA, robotics, and so forth, that's very high, right? It went up 8%. And proof of concept and investigating is pretty high, right? But if you look at Gen AI, right? So the investigation is really, really high. Proof of concept, there's some proof of concepts going on within our clients, and implementation is only at 10%, right? So, there's a lot of hype up there, but insurers are still taking a very measured approach to AI investigation, proof of concepts, and implementation. And to a certain degree, you really need to have the right framework for doing this. Your data has to be clean, your data has to be secure, right? And then you can start thinking about the right proof of concepts and so forth. And a company like CGI can help you with that journey. When asked where they're looking, where our clients are actually focusing, as you can see, the number one place is software development, right? So within the IT organization, that's where AI is primarily being applied right now. Okay. Second place, investigation, core processes. So maybe around underwriting, claims, fraud, that sort of thing, right? And sales and marketing area, again, is a place where they're really trying to apply it, right? Better understanding your customer, the life of the customer, and different points where they can cross-sell. What we're seeing when we go a level deeper with our clients regarding where it's, the key considerations, again, I'm sure you've all seen this before, right? But underwriting and risk assessment seems to be the top area for Gen AI, right? Claims processing, of course, customer service and chatbots, that's being done, right? Fraud detection, personalized pricing, big area, right? To really differentiate yourself from your competition for doing the right sort of pricing for your products. Predictive analytics, telematics, data security, back office, and reinsurance and program management. Anything shocking up here? Okay. What else do we see? To be honest, and you've heard this already, right? Hyper-personalization is where most of our clients are really trying to focus. How do they leverage this data to really provide the right product at the right price, at the right place, right? Enabling life health extension. You've heard it. You heard it from Zurich, right? It's an aging population. If they all die tomorrow, the claims are going to go through the roof, right? So how do we keep these people healthy as long as possible? How do we help them do that? And one insurer in the U.S. that I know of, basically they're doing cancer screening. They're doing DNA testing for a subset of their members, right? They're offering Aura rings, right? From I know Garmin is here this week, but again, how do you use these devices to really help your clients live a healthier life and extend their lifespan, right? So something everybody's focusing on, something to think about. And then ecosystem partnerships. Again, you've heard it all week, right? But really think outside of the box, right? So human beings, basically, they go to school, they work, they live, they drive around, they have health issues, they have finance, wealth, banking, and so forth, entertainment, travel. How do you capture this? How do you capture all the moments where there's an opportunity to offer a product or a service, right? At a point of sale, you buy a diamond ring, the insurance is there embedded, right? Or you buy a car, it's already built in. Some of that it's already happening, but really start thinking around your ecosystem. And you all know the example, Ping An, which is the big Chinese insurance firm. They're the best at this, right? I mean, they're really extending their ecosystem. They have hospitals. They bought into hospitals and home care for the elderly. So they're really trying to build that end-to-end holistic view of where they can touch a client or a customer, right? So that's all I have. Any questions? I know nobody's asking questions in the last few days, but I would take any potential questions regarding the data you've seen or anything you disagree with. All right. Thank you very much.